Welcome to Two Local Radio. I am your host, Ray Ray. Alongside of me,
Chrissy D.
And this is Tempo with a T.
And also,
Snow.
all right, and we've got a very special interview right now. It's going on over at Uber Conference /R, the letter R, the letter U, the number 2, LOCO.
Are you too loco?
Exactly. And we've got Omega Down joining us right now. We're going to introduce them right now. This is Omega Down, a Knoxville-based new metal / old metal kick-ass badass band. All right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's that? Hey, this is Kevin.
And now Big Brother wants to join this conversation.
All right, so who are we talking to right here? Is this Omega Down?
Yeah, this is Kevin. I'm lead rhythm guitar player. Also, I'm Deuce. I'm the bass player. And I'm Danny. I'm the rhythm guitar player.
All right, cool.
And there... And, of course, we are Two Local Radio, and as you can tell, this is not like a... Even though there's some technical issues, because we've got a hailstorm, lightning, a tornado, you name it, a perfect time for a metal
They are calling
interview.
for a typhoon later, too, so get your waders out, boys.
Probably make a kick-ass video to shoot in like a tornado thunderstorm.
There you go. But we're over on uberconference.com once again, you know, /R, the letter R, the letter U, the number 2, and LOCO.
Are you too loco?
Exactly. All right, so why don't y'all tell your backstory, how you all formed Omega Down?
I'll go ahead and give it a shot. We're all actually have been in different bands around in Knoxville. I was in a band called 0 Point, and Danny and our drummer were in a band called Scorns, and Deuce was in a band called Here's to You, as well as a bunch of other bands like Live Kind. And our singer was in another band called My Last Ride, and we all used to play together, in our various bands, do the same shows and whatnot. And, a lot of times bands sort of come and go, and, we all ended up sort of being free at some point, and we just got together and sort of put together this little group here, and it's been working out really well. I don't know if Danny or Zeus, you want to add anything to that?
I think you pretty much nailed it.
I'll tell you what.
It definitely has taken its time. I mean, these guys, I've known them for, forever, like Kevin said, in various bands. And as a matter of fact, I actually tried out to be the singer for Omega Down, but didn't quite have the scream vocals that they were looking for. I'm more like a trained singer, so I was trying to blow my vocal cords out, so that didn't work out. But luckily, I play guitar and bass and everything. They needed a bass player. Called me looking for a bass player, and I was like, I play bass too. So that worked out.
There we go. I'll tell you what, the name Omega doesn't sound too small. It sounds like a pretty big band, Omega Down. How'd y'all come up with that name?
Oh, man. We went through hundreds of different ones before we finally landed on that one. Yeah, it's hard to come up with a name for a band that is either not cliche or doesn't sound stupid. And
Or that's hard to think.
so what we kind of did was we each just took some time and came up with some, sounds like you got a weather warning there.
Yeah, they're calling for a tornado right here till midnight. It's all right. The show's going to keep going because we got Omega down on the other end and Two Loco. Well, we're just too crazy.
We don't give a fuck. So
No. Go ahead. All right, guys. Sorry about all that. We got 15. We got 15 phones going off right now telling us the same message.
Hey.
Yeah, so anyway, y'all just sort of came up with a list of names and kind of voted on it, because you want to make sure everybody's going to be on the same page.
Just to let you guys know, y'all can cuss or whatever the fuck. We're live and uncensored.
So,
it's to come up with an original name that everybody in the band is going to be good with. It's definitely a democratic process, but the two words sounded cool together. So,
yeah, I think, and the thing is when Ray Ray was telling me about, hey, we've got this awesome band that wants to do this interview, and I said, okay, well, we can make time, and he said, yeah, we can, we can make time for it and everything, but and I was like, Ray Ray, are you going to tell me the name or what? And he just looked at me like, oh yeah, it's Omega Down. I said, what? Omega and then down, like we're talking like an upper and a downer, but together, it's a pretty kick-ass name. I'm not going to lie.
This one was definitely not one of those.
Kind of like Pushing Flowers or something like that. Yeah, we can't. No, but Omega Down, and that's a band. I tell you what, that's a great name.
When I.
It's called what? Slut. Did you say Slut Ranch? Rag.
I kid you not, Slut Rag.
Slut Rag. Wow. Kind of sounds like soggy waffle too.
There you go.
Wow.
When I hear your all style though, I think of like bands like on like Roadrunner Records, like 36 Crazy Fists and shit.
Yeah.
We've all got quite a bit of different influences. Each one of us really. One of my main influences, I was either lucky enough or unlucky enough to have grown up in the 80s. And about 90% of the shit that came out of the 80s I absolutely fucking hated. But, Metallica and those guys and Megadeth, really influenced me, but I still love like Led Zeppelin, my all-time favorite band. So we got all those kinds of old school influences. Our drummer is really into Slipknot and Mushroom Head.
Nice.
And Danny's all about Seven Dust and Breaking Benjamin, and so we all got all these different influences and vibes coming in. It's what we put together, and I think it kind of shows. I don't know that you can necessarily nail our style down to one particular type of, band comparison or anything like that, but that's just me.
No, and I think that with everyone, you've basically got pretty much the same taste in music, but possibly like a little twist to each one. One may be a little more amplifying, the other one may have more vocal. But I've listened to some of your stuff here, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not just saying this, because we're doing an interview and everything. But you guys actually fucking rock. That's something. I've seen several local shows, from these various bands, and they got to make their money for a cover, or they got to try to make their money back for the deposit that they paid to play. But it really wasn't worth the $5 cover. I had to drink more alcohol, so I thought it sounded
exactly.
Yeah, well, we work that way too. The more you drink, the better we sound.
Hey, I like that.
The more we drink, the worse we sound. I don't know what. You know.
Yeah, that does work out.
Well, it looks like we've got like 10 people viewing, by the way,
Right.
just to let you all know.
Yeah, and we haven't even been on for 10 minutes. That's something else. I tell you what, that's awesome. Hey, here's a quick question for y'all. So do y'all have like a tour or anything? You know, like the local area, or when's the next time y'all gonna be playing, and where at?
Well, you know, we actually don't, and it's funny that you asked. Well, it's not funny. I'm sure you would have asked it eventually, but you know, it brings up a point about the music scene here in Knoxville, and you know, it's hard for metal bands, especially, to find decent places to play. There's not too much, you know, in Knoxville for that matter. Couple of places here and there. You know, now the Bowery, which was a good spot for metal shows, they're not going to be doing any metal shows or really any live music, I don't think, anymore. So there's another venue that's gone. You know, so we got to try to get out more, get over to Maryville, get up, you know, Johnson City, Chattanooga, and out and about. So, you know, it's hard to find good places to play around Knoxville.
Yeah, it literally broke my heart when Moose's left.
Yeah. The Blue Cats, they moved down and opened Blue Cats, and that was a really cool venue for a while. I actually managed that back in the day. So yeah, that once that place left, I mean, yeah, the scene kind of dive bombed a little bit, and then the Bowery and what was it, 90 Proof, I think, and a couple other venues have come and gone. The Bowery still, of course, being where they are. I don't know if they're going to do any more local music. Yeah, the scene is just totally drastic in terms of the words.
Okay.
As far as venues, you know, places being able to play in Knoxville. So.
All right. Yeah.
Right now, we're just sort of trying to focus on getting some songs together for an EP.
Okay.
You know, while we try to let the scene sort itself out here in Knoxville.
Right.
You know, so
That's understandable.
where we're at.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, that the three bands that, you know, that I said, okay, well, you know, would be awesome for an interview were, of course, y'all first, Omega Down, and then we had, you know, Through the Demise, which you all know, and then we have Minor 9 as well.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Yeah, we just played with Minor 9 Friday night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're a close friends of ours. So.
There we go.
Yeah, they're awesome. Both bands are really great.
I'm trying to sit here as I'm listening to y'all, and you know, you just said it's kind of hard to like find a decent place to play, you know, metal and everything. I'm trying to think of this bar. It's in Oak Ridge. Gosh, hold on. I'll think of it. I will. If I have to, I'll pull out my smartphone. It's a little smarter. One of them, but
Worth the deal. A big problem that I think
just
that we
said
have
worth the
with
Google.
venues is size, and it's not just, you know, for capacity, because, you know, a lot of times if you're the out-of-town band, you can be playing to like 10, 15 people, but, you know, talking about stage size, you know, our drummers get pretty massive. We've got full stack guitars, and, you know, and we're pretty aggressive on stage, so we need a little bit of room to move around, so.
I hear
I
that.
don't know if you know, I've been into Long Branch before, but you know, that those kind of stages are a little problematic for a 5-piece. You know,
Right.
You know, our drummer's kit takes up almost the whole stage. So,
Well, your foot pedal takes up a quarter of the stage.
Oh shit.
sorry. You know, those sounds don't just come out of my fucking butt. You know?
Here we are on Family Feud. No. One of them was called Throttle Down. I'm actually looking for the other one though. It's Throttle Down. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But hold Hold on, I'm trying to think of the other one.
Well, they got Three Doors Down out here, but I don't know if they play metal.
Well-
Actually, when I was in school, I played there 2 or 3 different times.
Well, then I guess they do.
I mean, now that was several years ago. I'm not sure if they still do that. Or is it 3 doors down or 2 doors down?
It's 2 doors.
Oh,
down.
2 doors down, 3
It's
doors
2
down.
doors.
Same difference.
It's 2 doors. Yeah, it's definitely 2 doors. Lincoln's is what it's called. It's a sports bar, but every time I've gone in there, and this just shows how many times I've been in there, though, because I couldn't remember the name. But every time I go in there, they've got they got some decent people in there, but some of it tends to give me a headache, so I have to leave a little early. They need a little more, I would say, and if I was to own the place or even have an input on what they should play, need something a little more loud, if you will. Just hearing the violin just isn't getting me in the drinking mood. It actually kills it. But yeah.
So, what makes you come up with the kind of songs you do? Is it just like life stories, or is it just shits and giggles one day?
I think, at least from the music standpoint, we have a sort of a weird setup because we went through a period, and Deuce mentioned it earlier, that he had tried out to sing for us, but we went through probably a year and a half period where we just could not find a singer that fit with what we were trying to do. So we ended up with, good God, 13 songs written with no lyrics. And so Brandon came in and just fucking tore it up, and he was perfect for what we were trying to do. And so he just started writing lyrics to all these songs, and he's a pretty personal guy. I think a lot of his very deep. Yeah, and so I think a lot of his lyrics are really introspective and discuss political and social issues, and not in more of a covert manner. I'm kind of I don't know about y'all, but I am sort of like people I like lyrics that aren't obvious, that are sort of
nice,
just abstract, and so they make you think a little bit, and it's not just "Ooh, baby, I love you" kind of bullshit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes you think.
That'll work.
Yeah, most of the songs, Danny will come up with a riff, or I'll come up with something, and we'll just kind of fuck around with it, and things just start to morph. But now that Brandon has lyrics to all the stuff we've already written, now it's even more of a collaborative process. He can be involved in writing music.
Okay.
And he is actually a well-established guitar player as well. So we have like 4 guitar players that create all this stuff now. So we're getting a little creative with our project. One of us will come up with something, whether it's a cool drum beat, a bass line, a guitar part, or Brandon just had an idea for some vocals and a melody. And we had the new stuff we've been writing. We just kind of just go off that kind of free form and see how things go, and however everybody's vibe feels, how we think the song's going, and we just arrange it however we see that feel like it needs to go for the song. And our drummer as well, he comes up with stuff too, and we can feed off of him as well.
Can y'all hear me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was just making sure.
Did we miss something?
No, you didn't miss anything. It's just it's thundering and I mean the wind's blowing and it's like the lights are starting to flash on and off, but we're not stopping. We're keeping it going.
Exactly.
If we hear some pop and sizzle, then we know that's probably over.
Hey, if that happens, I tell you what, I'm trying to find Toto or Dorothy, and we'll go see the wizard. Other than that, we'll keep it going.
If I just drop call, that means I had to like get in the hallway and hunker down or something.
But honestly, have you ever been on a show where you got all these people on at one time and the sound is crystal clear?
No, I mean, as an artist, you're always probably the most critical of the way you sound against your work of art, and I think that's definitely true for people who play live, because you're never really going to find that perfect acoustic environment, where it sounds exactly like it sounds like when we're jamming at our spot where we practice, which is awesome, and I think we have the perfect setup in there. So things are always going to sound a little bit different. You just kind of have to play your part and just rock out and feed off the emotions of the people who are watching. Like, you see the dude down front, like, banging his head, and, like, you just kind of get into that, and you just feed off of the crowd and just play your part and just do the best you can. So.
Hell yeah, I hear that. If y'all don't mind me asking, what, let's go with, like, probably the most extreme or most, like, odd thing you've seen a fan do. You're talking about maybe a guy possibly, like, banging his head on the stage, but what would you say is, like, probably one of the most odd things you've seen?
Well, I would say that guy that lost his teeth at the Bowery was pretty awesome.
There you go.
Mouth first, and he came up like he was missing his teeth, and like he came up on stage, and we all took a picture with the guy. It was pretty awesome. We did sport about it.
I remember one time I was at a Chimera concert, and I watched this dude, bleed. He kept on beating himself with the microphone. I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
Wow, the guy.
That's the best thing about a metal show is you never know what the fuck you're gonna see. I mean, it's a fucking crapshoot.
There you go. Yeah. Well, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen anyone like get so like wrapped into it, and they may have been on something, or they may be drinking or whatever, and then like try to light something on fire? Has that ever happened?
No, actually, I'm with it.
Let me know. Let me know when your all's next show is, and we can all make it a life experience. I'm gonna find the one.
I get so excited when we played at the Long Branch that he threw a chair off the balcony and screamed to make it down rocks.
Holy shit!
That was pretty cool.
Wow.
There wasn't anyone down below, but
Yeah, that would suck if you were hit with a chair. I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be pretty pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I would attempt to go in there and find that one person, but odds are that wouldn't happen. So I'm just gonna pick an innocent victim. All right, yeah.
So do you have any cool ass badass road stories?
Well, there's always a few that come to mind, but it always involves extracurricular activities.
There you go. There you go.
The after the show, like after party, where like all the really, really interesting stuff goes down.
Hell yes.
Yeah, well, everybody's got families now, and
Yeah.
So, well, except for me, but so you can't be talking about that kind of stuff.
No. It'll be all right.
You got a point there.
We all do have extracurricular activities, though. Mine is moonshine, and I do not buy it in a store. I don't. I buy it from the hills, right up here, Smoky Mountains. That's where I buy it. But I tell you what, like how long has Omega Down been together? You said that everyone's played in various bands, and you would meet up and then possibly have to do a fill-in, and then you were asking, well, can you play this? And how long has Omega Down been a group together?
Well, I guess we started, Danny and Oz, our drummer, and I started together in 2011, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, and so then,
Till now.
yeah, the current lineup. We started out. We had a bass player, and then we added a keyboard player. We had a keyboard player for a little while. And we were able to make it down at that time when we were looking for a vocalist. So, with Deuce and Brandon now, it's been probably, a year?
Yeah, September. Yeah, it's been a year. So. Okay, Brandon came just a little bit before that, a few months before that, didn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so I think the current lineup, which is the permanent and best lineup, has been a little less than a year together.
I tell you what, for less than a year, y'all have really got your shit together. I will say that. Like I say, I've listened to several locals, but this right here is pretty. This is something else. Omega Down. This is something else.
We've got a pretty good resume. I mean, all of us combined, we were talking about how we played in bands before. I mean, like Kevin and Danny and Oz, I was more familiar with because my band played shows with them. I mean, when a headlining act came to town, I mean, we were, one of the first bands they called up. I mean, the last show that I actually played guitar in a band, we played the Excess at the Coliseum. We opened up for, who was it? Buck Cherry, Avenged Sevenfold.
That is awesome.
Saving
Yeah, and my previous band, Zero Point, played with Deuce in that band. So we did, so, I mean, together, we've been together for a little less than a year, but all of us together have a lot of experience being in bands and playing shows and whatnot. So it definitely helps, bring everything together a lot quicker than maybe it would if we didn't have quite as much experience.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got a fan. Let's see if they want to ask you a question. I don't know if it's a friend of y'all's or who it is. I do know there's a bit of an echo, so whoever this is needs to either shut down the computer or shut down the phone.
Turn the volume down. Just a little
turn
bit,
the volume down.
I just farted and I heard it. So, yeah.
All right, but here we go. All right, caller. Well, caller left.
Caller, she didn't. She did. They didn't like that fart part. Okay, that'll work. Hey, that's how tempo is.
How dare you, tempo?
Hey, that's tempo. I cut shit straight. I don't lie about shit. I don't beat around the bush. It's just how it is.
The band, a month, maybe two, when we got that deal opening up for Jackal when they came to town.
Nice.
Yeah, you weren't in long. I think it was my second show. It was like crunch time. I was still learning songs, and I was like, you guys are opening for Jackal. I was like, oh shit.
What do we do? Yeah.
That was an interesting time. Oh, yeah.
So what would you say is your ultimate goal right now? I mean, to get signed somewhere, or you just want to, play it at like a big place with a ton of people now, or what's your goal now? And since, it's been a while since you started.
Well, I mean, exposure would be what I would say would be first priority. Yeah, it shows in front of, as many people as we can expose ourselves to.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Venture out a little bit and, play some out of town shows and stuff. Yeah. Get a little more.
I mean, ultimately, we'd like to, get signed, get a record deal. I think it's the most bands' dreams is to be able to, have a career making music professionally, and be able to do it and live comfortably, you know what I mean? So not living in a fucking VW bus driving around the country.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, you got to take it step by step and keep working at it. And as Deuce said, you know, try to get as much exposure as you can. And I was listening to one of your repods or rebodcasts of one of your shows and talking about, you know, some bands, oh, you're not on the radio, well, then fuck you, we don't want to be on your show. And it's like, you know, why you're limiting yourself, and you know, the main goal is to get your music out to as many people as you can, connect with as many people as you can. So why would you want to just tell someone to fuck off that wants to interview you and hear what you have to say?
Right, exactly. I've had people actually email me from Canada. You know, one of the first times I was on here at Two Loco in the studio, you know, I introduced myself, told the whole story about, you know, the military and all this other stuff, but, you know, put out the email there, onebrother1@gmail, and I have people from Canada, all over the U.S. just emailing me asking, you know, what's this about, and then what about Two Loco, and they'll, you know, send questions. So, I mean, if you were to look at, like, doing something live here in Knoxville at a regular radio station, I mean, you're not, I mean, yeah, the message gets out, you know, when people are in the car, but, I mean, hell, everyone's got a smartphone, you know, you can pick it up right there. So, I think as far as, you know, doing something as far as, you know, on the internet radio, you know, everything's really gone as far as technology is it's in your pocket. I mean, you can pretty much get anything you want anywhere. I mean, it's in your pocket, literally. I mean, if it's extracurricular activity stuff, pull out the phone. You know, there's an app for it. It's crazy, and I think it is a good way to try to pull other people in and, you know, get the overexposure and everything else. So I think y'all have got a good step. That is good.
And I think in general, there's nobody doing like indie music anymore. It's like everybody wants to do mainstream and commercial and this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to, you know, stand up for the people that are trying to get fucking exposure and just in general, you know. And I just can't see it.
You know, and we appreciate, you know, guys like you, shows like this that give us, you know, the opportunity to get out there and you know, let people know who we are and what we're all about. Definitely.
Here we go, yeah. I think we lost one.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Deuce, I believe it was Deuce's.
I bet you he probably got hammered with some weather.
Yeah.
But he lives out in Loudon, so those guys are getting hit.
There's something like right there.
Yeah, it is bad. It is bad right there.
Oh, we've been hearing it ourselves. It's been rumbling bad.
Oh yeah, it's been rumbling here. I live like downtown, almost downtown Knoxville, and it's just coming. I can see it. I can hear it.
Hey, if you don't mind me asking, hey, there used to be a bar out there in Knoxville. It's called Whiskey Dick's. Did you ever attend that place? No. I'll tell you what. Yeah, there's a reason they shut down. It wasn't that good.
I don't think I've ever heard of it, to be honest with you.
It's down there on the strip. Hell, as soon as you get off Alcoa Highway and you hang the right there, like you're going up the strip, shit, it's like probably 4 blocks up. But anyways, yeah, it wasn't all that. It was a $5 cover. You can drink from like 6 to, I think it was like 10:30. All the bottled beer you can drink, or 7 to 11 it was. Yeah, I'd go in there $5, be trashed, leave it 11:01.
Right. So who would you say your main influences outside of music are? You know, who, like, out of your family or friends, you know, really support you?
Well, me, actually, my wife supports me pretty damn good.
There you go.
She don't listen to the music that I listen to or, you know, any of that, but she actually supports me, you know, and what I'm doing and what I've been doing.
Yeah, that is a big influence. You know, the one that cares most about you. That's a huge influence.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's you know, aside from my girlfriend, of course, it's kind of the same situation with Danny. doesn't really like, her favorite band was Kind Crows, which is fine. But, she still comes out to the shows to support the band, which is cool. But for me, really, it's a lot of the other friends of ours that are in bands here in town, that come out and support us, and we support them the same way, and so that really helps us, I think, or at least for me, it helps me keep going, because I know that our friends in the other bands support us and believe in our music the same way we do for them.
Right.
So it's like trying to make this community to help support each other and try to build the scene, So that really does it for me, I think.
Yeah, that's good. It's like you pretty much, in a sense, you're kind of battling each other, but then again, it's like a community as well. So you kind of get the vibe off each other. That's really good.
Yeah, well, and Danny, you can say the same. It's like before when we were all in different bands, we all liked to play shows together because we liked each other's music. We had a good time when we played shows together, and all our fans, from each different band would come together, and it was just a good time, and so you can introduce other bands, fans to your music and turn them on and vice versa, and you keep playing shows together with these guys, and you build that base, and, that's, to me, that's really how you start and grow a music scene.
So have you had, any fans say, you really impacted my life, or you've changed my life, or your song just means so much, and how did it make you feel?
For me, no, I haven't noticed anybody doing that. We have some of our same regular people that, come to our shows that kind of, it just, you're on stage and you look out in the crowd and you notice people that are actually, that you've seen before at the shows, it just kind of makes you feel like, all right, well, at least, I'm doing something right. If I'm getting a couple people out, maybe I can get more people out,
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I tell you,
you get some folks that you see them sort of mouthing the words, to the songs and things, and that, they're not just casual fans. And as Danny said, you see them at show after show, and it's really great to know that, obviously you're affecting them in some manner because they want to come out and see you whenever you play, and they know the words to your music, and so,
right.
That feels real good. I don't think I've ever had anybody just come up to me and be like, oh man,
Right.
you're so awesome.
All right, okay, yeah.
Saved my life, but,
No.
which would be awesome, but,
Well, if Brandon was on here, maybe he's had that. Who knows?
And-
but just having the people out there time after time really is what it's about.
I tell you one thing that actually kind of intrigued me by just in this one conference here, this interview. You said that the lyrics, when you come up with them, they may have a different meaning. It doesn't have to be straight to a point. Something may be looked at differently from one individual in the crowd, and another individual standing right beside them may interpret it a different way. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and like Veil, for example, really it's about people looking at their world through their own veil. Everybody has a different veil that they see things through, and it's all about lifting that veil off, your perception, so that you can see things for either how they really are, or maybe from a different perspective.
That's pretty much how I look at stuff too. That's awesome. That really is.
And that's something that one person, two people standing next to each other can sort of view that in a different way and take something different out of that. you know, because it may apply to both of those people, but in a different way.
So, what would you say is like each of yours like favorite song out of them all?
We've got quite a few songs that we're hoping to get recorded here real soon. But there's one that we wrote recently that's my personal favorite called "No Exemption," and that one is sort of it's sort of like a double negative situation where there are exemptions to certain things. There's exclusivity all around us, but by the same token, there are exemptions to life, and if you can figure out what those are, you'd be better off. So that's one of my favorite ones. How about you, Damon?
I would have to say the one we've been working on right now is called Next in Line. We're trying to get it out for the next song on the radio, and we've spent a lot of time on it, and it's kind of gotten, I guess, a little more personal with me. And I feel that that's probably my favorite one right now.
And that last one there you said was Next in Line?
Correct, yes.
All right, yeah, that sounds like a good one. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, we definitely want to hear these. Definitely, we want to tell our audience, and we're actually on two different outlets. One is more of a a biker slash awesome outlet, Strip Club Choppers, and at the same time we do our own thing. We have our own audience.
And the thing is, I think with Too Loco, and like I was saying earlier, I've got several emails from people all over the U.S. and in Canada, and I respond to all of them. And the thing is they don't actually have just one genre that they actually listen to. I mean, it's a wide area out there as far as the music field. But and that's the thing that we're talking here with Omega Down is that they all kind of have the same passion towards the music, but one may want something a little more amplifying, the other one may want a little more vocal. So I think it's pretty cool that this Omega Down can come together and actually basically mix it all to create what they do. I mean, I think that's something that is very unique with this band.
Yeah, we try not to. We don't want to sound like everybody else. You know what I mean? I'll come up with a riff or something, in the basement here at the house, and I'll go, oh wait, that sounds too much like, these guys. So I'll try to switch it up, because we want to try to, be different, but by the same token, stay true to who we are as musicians. Everybody's got influences. I think for me, it's a matter of how I use those influences to create something that is my own, instead of just trying to copy somebody else.
I'll tell you one thing though. Your band and the other two, and even the other band, we're eventually going to have Absalon. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're based out of Orlando. But you all, really talented. And I've been to a bunch of Battle of the Bands, and compared to y'all, they all suck.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you. A lot of those bands are our friends.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing, and I'm still stuck on the name. I really am. Omega Down, like that's an upper and a downer. And as he was saying, you pull the veil, you could look at that however you want. I mean, if you want to look at it, in a certain direction as far as what one believes, or if you want to look at it as a name just standing out, there are so many like messages that I'm pulling just from the name Omega Down. Like I can't get over it.
I sort of view it as a sort of like a final falling, because Omega is like the end, and down, you're going down. So for me, Omega Down is kind of like the final falling or end, and that's what we are at the end of it. That's how the power and the message, that we've got in our music and lyrics and stuff like that is just kind of, we're what you're going to find at the end of the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, we wish we could actually, play your old music right now, but to do so, it would sound like shit, and we're just not gonna do that. I mean, your music rocks, and to have it sound like shit would just be a slap in your face.
It'd
And
be
that's
a butcher.
not what we're gonna do.
I mean, the lights are flashing on and off here at the studio, and we don't want to take that chance and actually screw that up, because that wouldn't be good for y'all.
Exactly.
Hopefully we'll have a new song here another week or so. Once that's ready, we'll make sure and get that out to you.
That'd be sweet. Also, let people know who we are. I mean, we're unknown.
Definitely. We've already been, promoting, actually, us being on there tonight with, so hopefully people will see who you guys are and what you're about.
And we'll put the rebroadcast up and make sure that we've got that on our website and all that stuff.
And
That out to folks.
you were saying, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, make sure that we get the rebroadcast podcast up there, the episodes up for folks to listen to, and get you guys' names out there, because it's awesome what you guys are doing. Nobody else does this. So.
Nobody gives a fuck no more. It seems like the world's changed.
And also, you said that you had a website. What is this website, so everyone can hear it?
Well, we're building it right now. Under construction. What's that? Under construction, yeah. And it's OmegaDownBand.com.
OmegaBand.com.
Mega down.
Omega
band.
Down. Okay. OmegaDownBand.com. Okay.
And we should actually have that up this week. So.
Well, that'd be cool. That's good for y'all. That's good.
Nice.
Well, Facebook is kind of like getting to be a pain in the ass. And, now they're starting to limit posts and all that stuff unless you want to pay. And, it's just turning into a clusterfuck as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it's run by the powers that be. What do you expect? I mean, if nobody thought about Facebook, and then you had MySpace, and then all of a sudden they got sold out, and then all of a sudden Facebook popped out of nowhere. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you can't even on Facebook, you can't have your music on Facebook unless you have like 5,000 likes.
Get out of here.
So the only way you can put your music on Facebook is through Reverb Nation. You guys are on Reverb Nation. And they let you make a band profile. So you have to base it, it makes it just a real pain in the ass. So why not, let's have our own website where we can do whatever the fuck we want. And, have our music on there and everything else. And, so.
Yeah, not to cut you off, but originally we had twolocalradio.com, which we're actually going to be putting that back up in a few weeks ourselves. And once we do, we're going to have your MP3s up there and everything so everybody can listen.
If that's all right with you all.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, cool.
I think we speak for everybody else.
So what message, being, family people now, what message do you have for the kids out there that want to, start a band? And because I know it's a lot of hard work. What message do you have so they persevere and do what they got to do?
I have a 6-year-old at home, so I just do what you believe in and continue to strive. Everything, I guess everything in life
I hear that.
You know?
That is a good one. I do like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. If I quit playing every time somebody told me I sucked, I would have quit a long time ago. Yeah, right? I mean, so you can't listen to anybody else. You just got to do what you're going to do. And at some point, you'll come to the realization yourself, you know, whether you're good, you're not good, if this is something you want to keep doing.
Right.
You know, don't listen to anybody else except yourself. Just keep going.
That is a good message.
You know, if you believe in it enough, you know, it'll happen eventually.
That'll work. That sounds good, yeah.
So do you have any last words for your audience out there and anybody that may be listening or future listening?
Oh, man. Well, you know, for Kevin anyway, I just want to say thanks to everybody that is listening or that potentially will listen in the future. You know, y'all are the reason why we do this, because we want to bring our, you know, music out to you guys and to affect your lives and make your lives somewhat, you know, better in some small way. And so, you know, just thank you all for giving us the opportunity to get up on stage and do it for you. And I just want to say thank you guys to Loco for having us on, for sure. Yeah, I totally concur with that. I totally concur with that. I appreciate that, and just exactly what Kevin said. Appreciate it.
Hey, I tell you what, it has been a pleasure talking to y'all. Like I say, you know, the first thing that you know, Ray showed me here, you know, with this Omega Down, I was like, holy shit, get them in, do whatever it takes, get them in.
Well, y'all need to come up to the show sometime when we next show that we get. So we'll definitely make sure you guys know about it.
Definitely. Hey, send it out. Send it to Ray 2 Loco, or you can send it to me. It doesn't matter. Brother1 at Gmail. You send it. I got a lot of followers that really actually do like this genre of music that you have, and like you said earlier in the show, you know, it really is hard to find a decent place to, you know, put on a live show. But as soon as you find out, you know, send one of us an email, Facebook, whatever it may be.
Yeah, we're kind of working behind the scenes on shit too. We're not going to say much, but we are.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna. I'll go ahead and give everyone a little hint. I'm gonna be playing the banjo, and Ray's gonna be playing the fiddle.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a. No, yeah, Snow's on the guitar, and Chrissy D's on the drums. We're coming. We are definitely huge competition. Yeah, but hey, it has been great talking to y'all.
All right, well, you all have a good night, and we're going to make sure on the rebroadcast that we have your songs on here, or we're at least going to try, unless the editor fucks up. So.
All right, y'all stay safe.
All right, have a good night.
In Sweetwater?
Warning, you are not
How far
real
is that
radio.
from here?
Sweetwater?
I'm not real radio.
Just over there.
All right, just to let everyone know, we're too loco, and listen to this.
You are not real radio.
What do you mean I'm not?
All right, for those listening on Spreaker right now, and still, okay. Before we do that, we'll play a song now. Now that they're gone and everything, and for those that are listening that wanted to hear what they sound like, that are on Spreaker right now, we're gonna play two of their songs real quick. All right, here we go. This is Omega Downville. Enjoy. If it actually plays. All right, well, that was a little bit of Ville, and here's Suffering. Local radio. All right, we were joined by Omega Down. Most people will not hear this, but anyone who is, hearing this, they're a phenomenal band and everything. Out of Knoxville, Tennessee, we very much enjoyed this. I'll probably keep this up, though I'm not thinking that it's going to get too many views because half the time it's silent because we told everywhere where to go. And for that fan that, left, we do apologize. Tempo was just kidding around.
Yeah, I didn't really fart, but like we have said here in the studio, the lights keep flashing in and out, and it sounds like a train's coming through here right now. But for those that are listening, definitely be careful out here in this weather. If you're in East Tennessee, you know what's going on.
Yeah, and we're actually going to have the real interview up in not too long, we might. I don't know. We have to discuss. But we might do a real quick show. It depends on whether tempo's up for it.
Hey, I'm up for anything. You know, as far as Too Loco goes and all the fans out there and all the emails and everything else, shit, you know what? Let's go for it. Why not?
All right. So we'll be right back. We're going to do our normal show, and then afterwards we're going to put up the rebroadcast for Omega Down.
That sounds good.
All right.